Hey everybody. Well, more or less, I'm going to show you a idea that I found on the internet someplace. I thought it was WorldWorks games, but I can't find the current link to that. But essentially what you're going to end up making for playing D&D or Pathfinder is a game board that you can attach terrain to, and you can shake it all about because it uses Velcro adhesive to clip onto the board. So essentially all you do is you take a foam core board, which you can get a huge sheet for like $5-6 at like Office Max, or you can go to like a drugstore like Rite Aid or Walgreens. They usually have them kind of in their like paper section. But then once you get that, you just use a pencil and do a 1 inch grid section, or whatever scale you want to use, and then you buy some of this Velcro sticky backs. And what I did is I took the fuzzy side. Well, one, I took the strips and I cut them up into quarters, essentially, very tiny squares. And it doesn't have to be accurate either, just enough where if a corner of a thing hits on it, it'll stick. But I took the fuzzy side and stuck it to the board, and then I took the actual one, the other side, which are the hooks. I took those and actually I attached those to my tiles. This is the hook side, so it's not the fuzzy side. So you just make sure you have to, make sure you have one side all fuzzy, and then the other side for any of your tiles. So essentially, like for example, here's some dungeon tiles that I made, and all you do is you take these and you can stick them on, and you can use it various ways. Like this could be a dungeon essentially, and you don't basically, all the open area here can be considered walls, and so that way you have a good line of sight and you don't have to worry about having walls in your way. Or you can fill up the whole thing and have one big huge play surface. But mainly what you want to do is, or at least what I did, is I did this is an add-on board actually. So this is a 10 by 10 board. But what I did initially was this huge board. It's double-sided actually, so it's huge. It takes a bit of time to do this, but sit in front of the TV and after you plunk out a couple, it gets pretty quickly finished. But and then all I did was like, two boards are cut down the same size, so it's actually like this is the full-size portable board. And then I just took a bit of duct tape, put on the back side, and you basically have a foldable game board. And then and if you really want, you can actually I guess if you put a thin strip of duct tape right here, you can have it fold and to protect the soft fuzzy bits, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. So then I have two of these boards for add-on boards, and they're essentially a quarter of the entire board. I plan on making more probably at some point, maybe even a little smaller, like maybe even a quarter size of this board. But the neat thing is that once you, like I said, have these the hooks parts basically on your opposite sides, you can put on your board at any time. You can actually use that then for your models, and then essentially, you know, place them down. And then let's say, you know, your characters go into town. If you have these add-on boards, what you can do is, instead of, you know, setting up things ahead of time and, you know, kind of cluing them into what's going on, you can have this kind of set in the wings, and then, you know, bring them into play, set it down next to the full board, and then just add on, you know, attaching pieces to incorporate it into the big board, and then, you know, your players are surprised essentially. This is just another. I'll show you probably some time-lapse photography on how I built these types of structures. This is actually just straight download from Wizards of the Coast. It's a free 3D pop-up section. They're actually some nice buildings. But so that's what I'll show you here in a second. Some little time lapse of me making the quarter board, the small board here. So hope you enjoy.